That was Arrested Development, people every day. So if you watched the debate yesterday, you came away. I don't think that debate swayed anybody. I think the people who felt the way, who were for Trump were for him, the people who were against it were against it. What was amazing is how J.D. Vance can lie with a smooth face, and which I think that's the predicate. And it's interesting how he kept asking why Kamala, and I've heard Jermaine Dupree ask the same thing. You had all these years to do it. First, are we really dumb enough or have not taken civics enough to know that the vice president have no legislative power at all? They're the president of the Senate. They can break a tie in the Senate, and if the president dies, they become president. That's it. So when people, like all these people who are, who are pontificating and saying, well, why didn't she do? She doesn't make policy at all. Presidents don't make laws. The Congress does. He can either sign them or veto them. So if we're going to ask these questions as reasons as to her accomplishments or not, we should at least have a level of awareness about what's going on. She has, between her and Donald Trump, he is the only one who's ever been president. That would be asking Mike Pence to have made decisions. Or J.D. Vance now. J.D. Vance now knows what position Mike Pence was in. He is the nominee for vice president, no legislative power, can't do anything. Only thing he can do is break a tie in the Senate. And if Trump were to die, that would be the guy that took over. He lied blatantly. He bailed out the Affordable Health Care Act. Donald Trump over 60 times tried to destroy the Affordable Health Care Act. Even in the last debate, he said we want to repeal and replace it 12 years after he'd been running for president. I think it says a lot that a man has concepts when he's actually had the office. The other thing that was interesting to me is that J.D. Vance said he was not for an abortion ban. All you have to do is look at when he was running for senator of Ohio and see what he said. Also, they have no plan for child care. Also, they have no plan for guns. I remember today Donald Trump was saying that we didn't know, no one had any idea that this storm was coming. That's insane for the leader of the country. But if we're going to have these arguments and we're going to ask these questions, they should be rooted in some level of awareness. Now, say it with me. The vice president does not have legislative power. Even now, she's not the president. We can have one president at a time. She's not it. If she went and decided, I want to do anything, she can't. She's the vice president of the United States of America. And J.D. Vance should know that as a member of Congress. He should know that. But he knows that if he keeps saying it, dumbass people will repeat it too. Why didn't she? Nor has she ever to date been president. He knows that he has been for a ban on abortion. He knows that Donald Trump tried to destroy or decimate, took it to court a number of times, and only John McCain voted against it, stopped it from happening. But the one thing I will give you, that man is in the lineage of a man that just lies with no compunction, has no problem. The housing problems are one of the reasons that we have so many speculators buying homes for profit. Everybody knows it's true. One of the reasons they always fight to have fact checkers not be present is because they know they're lying. They know they are. So would I have liked J.D. Vance to be more aggressive? Yes. Would I have liked him to push back a little bit? Yes. But what I'd like is for people to actually know what the fuck they're talking about. She has never been president. She cannot, to date, write legislation or sign anything or do anything that the president doesn't tell her to do. She is the president of the Senate. She can break ties and she can be there if he dies. So she opened the gate. She decided she's never to date been the executive in charge of the executive branch ever one time. So if we're going to lie, like my mama used to say, if you're going to lie, at least tell the truth. That's a little note from the GED section. Got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.